soon as I finish reading the page. I wanted to honor this book because there's so much cheap, shoddy books out there. E-books are destroying artists' work. I think this is important, and what they have done is important, and it needs to be seen. Am I making sense? Okay. So, 2 quickies, if I can find them. I apologize, I'm usually more professional than this. Thank you. This isn't what I planned on, but I'll read it. Wing walk. Sometimes it is easier to do things the more difficult they seem to be than to do things easily within one's reach. So imagine me in a circus afraid of heights, and a aloof rope walker high above the audience staring into tangible space, or better. Back in the 1920s on a barnstorming tour, a wing walker aloft, whipped by the wind, yet steadied by his look into the evening light. Always that pervasive, rapturous light that beautifies and develops us, which is why when I walk on the wing of hope and face the formidable winds of forces beyond my control, I long to take one more step that I might fall into the envelope of the unfolding horizon, and that it would hold me unspent and cherished in that purse of uncommon radiance. That's Wing Walk by Jeff Burt. This is a very beautiful book. Hopefully you can get copies at City Lights. We'll see you then.
Thank you so much. Just give a nice round. Great time is coming up next. Mr. Gray, the poet Pond, as we used to call him. Go around, please.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'd like to share a poem that I did not write. I wish I did write, but that's how poetry goes. It was written by Marvin X, who I believe is an East Bay poet. And this, rather appropriately, is entitled Black History is World History. Before the earth was, I was. Before time was, I was. You found me not long ago and called me Lucy. I was 4 million years old. I had my tools beside me. I am the first man, call me Adam. I walked the Nile from Congo to Delta, a 4,000-mile jog. Black history is world history. I lived in the land of Canaan before Abraham, before Hebrews were born. I am Canaan, son of Ham. I laughed at Arabs and Jews fighting over my land. I lived in Saba, southern Arabia. I played in the Red Sea, dwelled on the Persian Gulf. I left my mark from Babylon to Timbuktu. When Babylon acted a fool, there was me. I was the fool. When Babylon fell, that was me. I fell. Black history is world history. I was the first European. Called me Negrito and Grimaldi. I walked along the Mediterranean from Spain to Greece. Oh, Greece. Why did you kill Socrates? Why did you give him poison hemlock? Who were the gods he introduced corrupting the youth of Athens? They were my gods, black gods from Africa. Oh, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Whose philosophy did you teach that was Greek to the Greeks? Pythagoras, where did you learn geometry? Democritus, where did you study astronomy? Solon and Lycurgus, where did you study law? In Egypt, and Egypt is Africa, and Africa is me, I am the burnt face, the blameless Ethiopian. Homer told you about in the Iliad. Homer told you about Ulysses too, a story he got from me. Black history is world history. I am Chinese. China has my eyes. I am the Aboriginal Asian. Look for me in Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand. I am there even today, black and beautiful. Black history is world history. I used to travel to America long before Columbus came to me asking for directions. Americo Vespucci, on his voyage to America, saw me in the Atlantic returning to Africa. America was my home. Before Aztec, Maya, Toltec, Inca, and Olmec, I was here. I came to Peru 20,000 years ago. I founded Mexico City. See my pyramids, see my Cabeza Colosal in Veracruz and Yucatan. That's me. I am the Mexican, for I am mixed with all men, and all men are mixed with me. I am most just of men. I am the most peaceful, who loves peace day and night. Sometimes I let tyrants devour me. Sometimes people falsely accuse me. Sometimes people crucify me. But I am ever returning. I am eternal. I am universal. Africa is my home. Asia is my home. America is my home. Black history is world history. Marvin X. Poem that is entitled Hostage. It was written for a care worker. Her name was Margaret Hassan, and she was killed by terrorists, I believe in probably like the mid-2000s, 2005, somewhere around there. And this is entitled Hostage. Blindfolded guest at an unwelcome table, a casually soon-to-be revealed behind the veiled threats. The pleading eyes televised worldwide, trapped in a kidnapped life on the bottom line. The pendulum swings from kill from care. The nightmare embraces their revenge, her despair. Sacrificial bloodshed won't keep their children spared or fed. But will they even hear? From care to cure, war continues in the interim. Will her life be lost in vain? Only Allah knows for sure. One more. I've never read this one before. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but it's entitled Woman's Revenge, and it might get retitled at some point, but anyway. Too many women have gotten derailed, thrown off track by men who assail. That it's their fault when things go wrong, expecting respect when communication fails. Too many women call too many names, seeking approval from men who claim women can't see the forest for the trees because it's a man's job to light their way. Too many women beaten down by words from hands used to violate little girls, and all the promises to never again that get broken daily around the world. Too many women treated like slaves, bartered and sold as part of a trade. Man-made laws rule over woman's body in total disregard for the mothers of our race. Too many women will not go like sheep, will not sit in silence, will not cry or bleat. The rule of men will come crashing to an end, and one day the world will start over again. With Eve giving birth to Adam's rib, as he gets blamed for the things they claim Eve did. And maybe a better understanding for humanity and less insanity we'll seek. For whatever humans sow, so shall they reap.
Bruce Hanson is coming up next, but I just wanted to say, oh yes,
I
question?
was wondering, do you have any more time for one more?
Yes, we do. Yes, we will take care of that. I was going to ask, and there we go.
Oh, okay, there you go.
But I just wanted to say, if you happen to read a poem by someone else, you say, this is a poem by so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. At some point, I'd like to, after the open mic is done, write them down so I can attribute them when I write this evening's news. Sorry to interrupt. Bruce? Give him a nice round as he comes up here bravely before this audience of wildly passionate individuals.
I do have two strange identities. UC Berkeley in the 60s and veteran of the military, of course. I never went to the NOM. I would have deserted. I ended up living in a house in Berkeley and commuting to the Naval Air Station Alameda, where I was a photojournalist. Well, we had an early parting, but honorable discharge. Okay. Therefore, let's go back to the Haight-Ashbury. In 1967, I feel like I'm sticking my neck out here, but I can't help it. Of Arms and the Blues. The barefoot girls clad in granny dresses snub us. Two short-haired guys, fresh from ROTC summer camp, who stand gawking in the Haight-Ashbury. But I recall the pudgy 30-ish sergeant who almost cried as he told us of how 3 lieutenants with whom he served died in combat in Vietnam. 3 young men like us. We stand gawking, smelling pot and cheap incense, tourist buses, teeny boppers, cries of spare change, ROTC, I want out. A UC Davis Aggie chant from 1964, Plussy Cow Cow, Honey Bee Bee, Moo, Plussy, what? I drop out of UC Davis just in time for LBJ's Vietnam War, cut to Berkeley. 2 years later, Ho Chi Minh, the NLF's going to win. ROTC makes me draft exempt, but my friend Bill joins the U.S. Army. He survives an ambush by a VC firing a Tommy gun at point blank range. Later, he talks about the rape of 2 enemy nurses, 2 raped, 1 shot dead. Spring 1964, flashback to high school. We cut class to visit a Berkeley frat where a fat, beer-swilling brother boasts, I fuck a cunt on a board. An election year is underway. LBJ stands for peace or no wars in Asia. That fall, I hitchhiked from UC Davis to Berkeley with a friend named Tim. Berkeley's quiet, nothing's going on. Tim surprises a high school gal pal. She doesn't thank him for the Saturday AM visit. Tim gets shut down. America, as in A-M-E-R-I-K, K, K, America, K, K, K. Get out of Vietnam now. Years later, my friend Diane tells of how she got busted when an outraged cop struck her anti-war placard. Cut to 1969. Berkeley gets smashed by a tidal wave in Rumi Brad's bomber. It's the last days of Pompeii. A killer earthquake. Brad quits grad school as roommate Leon gets DOD support for his work on the laser's use in war and peace. I quit ROTC. I confess, I sing of arms and the blues. Well, you know what they say, FDA, but of course the irony is today, I got the shock of my life. I mean, a few years ago when someone said, you served your country, that was a shock. No! I saved my ass, yeah, that's right. I didn't serve my country. Except maybe when I protested attack. Well, we have a choice. Can I just a song? Or should I just
Very short.
Yeah, this is 3 verses, okay? Well, I did a little rewrite of Puff, the Magic Dragon, a little update. Told from the viewpoint of a female dragon named Muffy, the little red rat. Muff, the magic entrepreneur. Muff, the magic entrepreneur, thought she'd never see the day when you could light up a legal bomber here in the USA. Who would ever believe that you could brew a pot of cannabis tea without Uncle Sam surveilling you in our land of the free? Oh, Muff's become a working mom with a fire-breathing kid, a feisty tyke who won't believe what her mommy did. Muff's fighting now amnesty. The dragon's wrongly jailed. Free the dragon, H.E. roars. Our war on drugs has failed. So munch on your yummy brownies, then frolic as you may. Go bake your herbal cookies before you go out to play. Potter in your backyard as your herbs grow tall and true. Growing's easy, you just add water, that's what you should do. Oh, Muff the magic entrepreneur thought she'd never see the day when you could light up a legal bomber here. Look, sorry. In the good old U.S.A.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. So, Bruce, thank you. Now,
I need some of that.
Karen Melander Lagoon.
Oh, wow.
You didn't know you were coming up next.
I know, that's okay.
Didn't have a chance to see you with my wiggly eyebrows.
Oh, okay. Well, have you had a chance? Have you said something? I always think it's great when Dan has.
I do have some. I'm going to be taking care of the mini feature by reading a couple of poems by a guy that used to be there.
And I don't think you're going to want this for a giveaway, but you can have the last poem for the ballet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll put it here for the